Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. So, today I created this little look right here. Actually, I feel like I have not done a makeup tutorial in a very long time. However, on Instagram, I asked you guys if you guys wanted holiday tutorials and you guys said yes. Thank you for that. So basically today's video is gonna be on this look. I tried to make it beginner friendly. So if you are a beginner and you don't think it's beginner friendly, let me know, sis. I promise I'll try to film another video where I simplify the look. But yeah, with that being said, let's roll into this video. All right, babes, so I zoomed in the camera just because whenever I've done eye looks, you guys request that I zoom it in. So hopefully I don't move out of frame, and if I do, I'm so sorry. So I'm gonna be going in with the Going Coconuts palette from ColourPop Cosmetics. I do have a discount code with them. It is 5 Muaerika 18. I'll be adding it right here as well. And you guys can save $5 off with that code. So let me show you guys the palette. First, I'm going in with this shade right here. This is called Shell Yeah. And I'm going to be taking that on a makeupshack T83 discount code Erika for 20% off. So I'm just going to take that and I'm going to go right in on my crease. Now, not like the crease right here, but the crease of my eyeball, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to be building up the eyeshadow. I don't go straight into blending because to me it's kind of pointless to go in, blend, and blend your work away. So I like to first build up the eyeshadow up to where I want it, and then once I like the color of it, that is when I start blending it out. All right, so now that it's up to my liking, I'm gonna go ahead and start blending this out. And I'm kind of doing windshield wiper motions as well as little circles. So I'm not gonna take it all the way up to the top because this is not my transition. I go in with my transition last just because I think it's the easiest thing to do, being that that color just barely shows up. So this is what I'm doing right now. And next I'm gonna be going in with the shade Nutty. Oh my God. I don't know why I thought that was funny, but let me show you guys it. So this is Nutty right here. And that eyeshadow I'm taking on a makeupshack T33. So just as before, I'm gonna be doing the same thing, and I'm gonna be going in and patting that on and building my eyeshadow to my liking. And I'm also making sure to not cover up the previous shade, being that what's the point of going in with the shade if you're gonna cover it? So just be careful and mindful to use a smaller brush. This brush is smaller than the one that I used previously. So for that reason, it is that I would take this one just so I don't cover up my work. Okay, now that it's dark enough to my liking, I'm gonna start blending that out. So now this brush, if you have it or if you've seen it, it's kind of like horizontal. So let me show it to you guys. So I'm gonna flip it vertically, which is the longer side, and that's where I'm gonna be blending it out. So for the next shade, I'm taking the shade Lovely Bunch. And this I will be taking on a makeupshack T12. And basically this is my transition shade. So I'm gonna be taking that and just blending it all over the edge. So next is the easy part. I'm just gonna be taking this shimmer in the middle, and this is Cocoa Crush. So I'm not gonna be cutting a crease, but I'm gonna be making it look like I cut a crease. So by doing that, I'm gonna be taking the makeupshack T52 and picking up that shade Cocoa Crush. And as you guys can see, I'm just laying it down on the front, kind of like a half cut crease. The reason I didn't do a half cut crease is because I feel like I wanted to make this look easy to beginners. And I feel like if we go straight into cutting a crease, some people are gonna feel intimidated into recreating this look. So I mean, this is another way of creating something that would look like a half cut crease without it being so detailed. All right, so I really wanted this eye to pop. As you guys can see, this one has a lot of shimmer going on. So next, I'm taking the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Peekaboo. So this is Peekaboo here. Now let me just open that up so you guys can actually see what it looks like. Now to apply that, I'm taking the same makeupshack T52, and I'm just taking that and gliding it on there, and then I just go straight in and top it off. And I didn't stop there. I like to be a little extra. You guys don't have to do this much, but I really wanted this to pop out without using glitter. I know some people don't like glitter and some people are afraid to use it. Like I said, I'm trying to keep this look very beginner friendly. So with that being said, instead of using glitter, I went in with the makeupshack This is the Makeup Shack Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Rose Gold. So now let me show you guys that one. And I put it on my little metal palette. You can take this straight onto your eye, but then you can apply too much by doing that. So I take something like this and then I just put it on here. And from there, to stick it on, it's super easy. I use the Makeup Shack T69, which is a silicone head brush. And this just makes it easy to clean off your brush without damaging the natural hairs, on your brushes. So I don't know if you guys like to use natural brushes or synthetic, but using a silicone, you can just easily wipe this off with a makeup wipe and it's done and clean and it's ready to use again. So I literally just take this brush and I pat it on here. And you guys see how now I picked that all up. And then I take that and I just stamp it all over my eyeshadow. Do you guys see how easy it was to use this? And being that it is a liquid shadow, obviously there's not going to be any fallout. And as you guys saw, I only used a little bit, and a little bit does go a long way. So you guys don't have to worry. And like I said, guys, I'm really trying to make this super beginner friendly so that if you like makeup, you don't have the funds right now to get a makeup artist to do your makeup for the holidays, you can glam yourself up, sis, and you don't have to worry about it looking crazy or anything. You know, you can achieve it very easily. Okay, so this next part I kind of want to say is an extra thing to do, but I really wanted to do it. So I went in with the Araceli Ojos Perfectos liquid eyeliner. I love to use eyeliner just because, even if it's not a wing, only because I feel like it makes it really easy for your lash band to hide. So like I said, I'm using the Araceli Ojos Perfectos liquid eyeliner. Now I'm gonna go ahead, take this, and I'm not doing a wing, I'm just doing like a line. So now that that's on there, I'm going to be taking the Makeup Shack T49, and I'm going back to the Going Coconuts palette and taking the dark shade that I used, which was Nutty. And I'm just going to pack some of that shadow on and go in on top of the eyeliner and kind of just buff this eyeliner out. You guys will see the purpose of it once I'm done, but as you guys can see, I'm literally just tapping it over it. So now, do you guys see how I have that dark brown and it kind of looks like it's blending away, and then there's a little bit of black? So I don't want to leave the black like that. I actually want it to stand out a little more. So just going in with a black from another eyeshadow palette. I'm going to be taking a smaller brush, which is the Makeup Shack T66. And I take that black eyeshadow and I just pat it right on top so it kind of looks like a little smoky and blended, but without covering that brown. So as you guys can see, we can still see the brown and we can still see the black, and it kind of just like fades away with one another. Do you guys see how easy that was? Now I'm just gonna take a makeup wipe, and I always do this for any look, and I'm just gonna be taking it and cleaning up any fallout I may have had. So for lashes, I'm using the Lashed by Yours Truly lashes, and these are in the style Please Me. So this is what it looks like. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut the excess off and, you know, size it to my eye, and then I'll come back to apply that. For my lash glue today, I'm using the Land of Lashes lash glue. And if you want to follow them on Instagram or see their Instagram, it is Shop Land of Lashes LA. So this is the glue, and I'm just gonna take that and use the wand, grab my lash, let me grab this right, like this, and then just add it to the lash band. And although it is white, it is not dry white, and it doesn't leave any stains. It does dry clear. So now I'm just gonna be taking the lash and applying it right on. I like to press on the center and then just fix the edges. That way, by applying the center, it's not too in on my eye and to where it will poke me, and it's not too far out. So just like that. And then, I don't know if you guys notice, you can kind of see my waterline up here, and on this side you can't. So if you don't want your waterline showing, all I did was I took my Araceli Ojos Perfectos gel pencil liner, and this one, I just take it up on my waterline and basically add black eyeliner. All right, babes, so now that the eyes are done, I'm gonna go in on my face, and I'm gonna just put these clips on my hair so that when I go in and do my foundation, do you guys see how my hair is like basically on my face? It doesn't touch and I get foundation in it. All right, so now that those clips are on, I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping my face. So first I'm going in with my Hydro Plumping Retexturizing Serum from Kiehls. So my skin type is, I know I have very sensitive skin, so as you guys can see, my skin got really pink around here. But I have obviously sensitive skin. Lately I've been a little more dry. However, I want to say I was combo the last 2 to 3 months because my T-zone was getting really oily. However, now that we're bouncing into fall, or actually we're in fall, my skin has been getting very dry. So now I'm going in with the Kiehls Ultra Facial Cream. What I love about this, and I've also mentioned before, is that it does have sunblock. So don't gotta worry about sunblock, sis. Next, I'm going in with one more moisturizer, and that's the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. So I'm only gonna be taking this around my mouth and nose area, which is kind of where I've been getting really dry lately. And as you guys can see, I didn't put too much, but like I said, it's just because I've been real dry in that area. Next, I'm taking the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream, and I'm just applying a little bit of this under both of my eyes. For primer, I'm taking the NYX Bear With Me Jelly Primer. So if you want a primer that is good and it's not expensive, I would suggest this one. I actually really like it. It's gonna look, and I've mentioned this before, like if I haven't used it, but do you guys see how it's all the way down there? Every time I scoop it out, the jelly just goes back to its original form. But I've been using this so much, and I genuinely think that it's pretty good. So if you want something that's affordable, and if I'm correct, Target sells NYX, so you guys can get it at your local Target. But I really like this primer. So next, and last but not least, before we get to foundation, I'm taking the Professional Primer. And if you have large pores like I do, I have large pores on my nose. This is gonna be bomb. So I've only been using this on my nose, and I love it because once I put foundation, it literally blurs my pores out. I haven't gotten a facial in almost 2 months, I want to say, and my next appointment is not until December. So for that reason, I've been going in with this, and I like it because it does not show the pores through my foundation. So as you guys can see, I took a pretty good amount, and then I just pat it all around my nose until it's pretty blurred. Until my pores are pretty blurred. All right, so obviously I'm gonna be using my favorite foundation, which is the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I'm mixing the shades Punjab and Vanuatu, which turn into M1 and M3.5. So let me just go ahead and mix those on my palette, and then I'll come in to pat it on. So to apply that, I'm gonna be taking my Makeup Shack Original Sponge. This is my favorite. If you guys have not watched any of my videos, but you're watching this one, sis, you need to go check those other ones out and get your hands on this sponge. They have 2 others, but this is my favorite. The other ones that they have, this one's dirty, so don't mind it. This is the contour, and then this one's also dirty, but then this is like the nude one. So those are the other 2 that I have, but I prefer this one. This is my favorite. So if you guys pay attention, the pores on my nose are pretty blurred out now. And like I said, the only way I can blur them out is by using the Professional Primer. All right, so now that that's done, I'm gonna be taking the Born This Way concealer in the shade Light Beige. So if you guys don't know the brand, it's Too Faced, and I just go in all over my T-zone. And to just lightly brighten that up a little more, I'm taking the JCAT Beauty Concealer in the shade Buff. This is called the Stay Surance Concealer, but I just lightly do it, like I said, just to brighten that shade up a little more. And to blend this out, I just use the tip. So if by any chance I pull out the highlight, a little too far, I go back in and I use the foundation side. For my nose area, I just pinch the sponge, and then I go in and blend that out. And on my forehead, I just start blending that out by using the tip. Now to set my face, I'm gonna be going with my RCMA No Color Powder. And I just pack a bunch of that on my palette. And then I go right back in with my sponge. And I pick it up, and then I just lay it down. So the first place I like to place it is under my eyes, being that that's mainly where I crease. And I let that layer sit while I contour with bronzer, put my lipstick on, and do all that good stuff. As far as the rest of my face, I also set it just by taking the powder and pressing it in as I am right here. My forehead has been a little oily lately, So as I come around this specific area, which is where I've been getting real oily, I'm just gonna pat on a good amount of powder and I'm gonna let it sit there for a little bit. I'm not gonna bake because, as I mentioned, I do have dry skin, so I don't wanna bake too much to where I'll just look crusty, but I'm gonna leave enough just for like a minute or two and let it sit for a little bit and then brush it off. Now, taking my favorite Silhouette contour palette, I'm gonna be taking these shades Bronze and Sunkissed. Obviously, you guys can see these are my two favorite shades. So I'm gonna be taking those on a Makeup Shack T21. And I'm just gonna, you know, slim my face out a little bit because she's looking thick. But you can just contour. You don't have to contour with cream. I just wanna mention that. You can also contour with just powder. So if you're like, girl, I wanna look snatched, but I don't wanna use cream, you can go in with powder. Don't forget, guys, got a discount code 20% with the Makeup Shack. It's my name, Erika. I feel like I look all sorts of crazy right now. Oh my God. Imagine I gotta go in a rush somewhere and I'm just like, I'm leaving like this, bye. People gonna think I'm on crack or something. Now, just to lightly clean up this bronzer, I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of powder. I don't like it, my contour too crisp, so I literally do this for like 30 seconds to a minute and then I remove it. So in the meantime, all I'm gonna do is snatch up my nose a little bit. And I said a little bit because I don't think I'm the best at contouring my nose, but I do think that what I do makes a difference, so don't come at me. And going in with those same two shades, Bronze and Sunkissed, and the Makeup Shack T44, I'm just gonna go in on both sides. Bring it up to the nose because that is kind of like where your nose flows. I said bring it up to the nose, bring it up to the eyebrows, I mean, sorry about that. And just blend all of that out. Now, to brighten up my nose, I take the shade Light from that Silhouette contour palette and I just brighten up the tip and define this highlight in the middle. So now I'm gonna dust all of that off with the Makeup Shack T34. So first place is I just go in on that cut. And now I go in and dust my under eyes off. Yes? Sorry about that, guys. But now I'm gonna be taking same brush on my forehead and just dust all that off. Now, last but not least, for my face, I'm gonna be taking, which one is it? I've really been liking the Benefit Dandelion blush, so this is the one I'm taking. And to apply that, I'm taking the Makeup Shack T38. So I just pick some of that up, smile, and slap it on. I think it's so funny that I always love blush now, and I hate if I forget it. I forgot it like 3 times now. But back in the day, I used to hate blush. And I think the only reason I hated blush, no, I don't think, I know. The only reason I hated blush was because I never found the perfect blush for me. I would always assume that blush was like that super bright pink, Barbie pink. And then I realized there's shades like this and I was like, I guess I do like blush. For lip liner, I'm gonna be taking the Morphe Sweet Tea Lip Liner. I'm gonna go ahead and just line my lips. And my lips have also been a little dry lately, so I'm just gonna go in with a lipstick versus a liquid matte lipstick. And this is from Morphe in the shade Commit. And I'm just gonna apply that on. All right, just like that. Now, I know you guys are probably like, girl, you forgot your under eyes. I didn't. I'm just gonna go back into that Going Coconut palette. And I'm gonna use the same shades that I used on the top, on the bottom. So going in with the Makeup Shack T53, I'm first going in with the shade Lovely Bunch, which was the lightest shade I had used. Next, with that same brush, I'm gonna take the shade Shell Yeah, which was the second darkest shade I had used. And I'm just keep in mind to not cover up the first shade and just take that right on top of it. Using the Makeup Shack T66, I'm gonna take the shade Nutty, which was the dark brown. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply that closer to my lash line. So this is a smudging brush, and that is why I love it, because you can literally smudge the darker shades close to your lash line without covering up most of your work. Now, being that I used black on the top to smoke that out, I also wanna smoke out the bottom. So I'm gonna go back into the palette where I had used the black. And I'm just gonna take that on the same brush and smudge it even closer to my lash line. Now for this next part, you have two options. You can either go in with a black eyeliner on your waterline or a white. I will insert a picture of me wearing black and then white eyeliner so you guys know what that looks like. But I'm gonna go in with black just to keep this whole look smoky. And I'm using the Ojos Perfectos gel pencil. So I'm just gonna add that straight to my waterline. Now, do you guys see the difference between adding eyeliner and no eyeliner? It just literally pulls the whole smoky together. So I'm gonna do the same thing here. Now I'm gonna be taking the Benefit They're Real mascara, and I really like this one because I feel like the bristles help my lower lashes look a little longer, especially because my lower lashes are really short. So I really love a popping inner corner, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the Desi and Katy Fuego highlight, and with the makeupshack T8, where's my makeupshack T8? With the makeupshack T8, I'm gonna go ahead and just apply that. And you guys see highlight, no highlight. Now to pull everything together, all we need is setting spray. So I'm going with the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day setting spray in Rose. Discount code Muaerika, and just set my face up. All right, babes, so this is the final look. If this was a little too complicated for you, I'm so sorry. Please let me know if you need me to simplify it more, or for the next in future videos, if you need some more simplified, I can totally do that. Just let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, also let me know in the comments. Also, sis, if you already watched this entire video, please just subscribe, turn on your post notifications and join my little family. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, please do so. My Instagram is Muaerika18. My Instagram is always linked down below, as well as my discount codes. Sorry about that. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.